Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 69 yards on the ground. First down, 49ers. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jameis to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
12.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, 0. Hey, defense, alert. Hey, one set. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Winston steps away. And his throw here's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3 down.
Working out of the gun, Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Ellis. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. Ellis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Mike 5-4. Squeeze, double. Switch. Check 52.
On 2nd down, it's Ellis. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, Ellis. Again he finds an opening. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Winston now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Ready. Flag. Check 3.
Now it's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to pass. Kill. Easy. Pass it.
They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Hey, 5 on the 50.
This is Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's just me. It's me and you.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Winston now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
57. Mike, 57.
Play action now. Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. 57. Mike, 57. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 57.
Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mike's 5-4. He runs. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to air one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready? You better be
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. 30. 57's the mic. Come on.
Here's Winston. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 9. That's a 35-yard line.
Friday. Watch the pass. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56. Let's get the ball. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Let's want that. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Coleman. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Wilson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Carson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. 1-yard gain.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Touch 50, touch 50. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They run again with Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 525. Let's go. Deuce. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On third down, here's Coleman. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready? Blue lady. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. Check.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 9. Easy.
Coleman now. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 25 yards out. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
To kick off for San Francisco.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Come on now.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. Blue ready. Blue there. Blue there. Let we go.
And they take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got